Hello lovely people, welcome to the Geek Cupboard, I'm Penge and welcome back to Prison Architect, where last time we found out that our prisoners are not quite as well behaved as we thought they were, because we found all sorts of contraband in the prison scattered all over the place. We found cigarettes and phones and knives and spoons, and even, brace yourselves, a whisk. Dun dun dun. That's right, one of our prisoners clearly had an evil, terrible plan to go and make an omelette or something. Who knows? But it's all been found. All the contraband has been found. It's been removed. But I think we will have to keep an eye on that because there was an awful lot of contraband. So I think maybe every, 10 days or so, we should possibly think about doing a shakedown just to try and clear out the contraband again because we don't want it building up. There was quite a lot last time. It was a little bit alarming at how many phones and knives and everything else they'd found. So there we go. We'll have to remember to try and do a little bit of a shakedown every so often. Right now, though, I think we need to get on with lovely cell block C because clearly it is not finished. There are many, many things to do. So job number one, let's get all the walls in. Let's get the walls in, get the doors in, and then at least the builders can start doing that. And whilst they're working on that, we can start planning in the plumbing and all that kind of stuff and putting in the toilets and the shower heads and just get these set up. Because then when we have this, that's an extra 6 prisoners. I mean, when we've only got 15 prisoners as it is right now, an extra 6 is a huge big boost to our prisoner number. So I think we need to get this in really. So here we go. Let's find our lovely, classy burgundy walls. Very nice. Right, so let's just go through and do this. How much are we spending on this? We are spending quite a bit of money on these walls because they're not the cheapest of walls, but they're very lovely. And that's what counts here at the Loveliest Prison. So hang on a second. Let's just go and outline all of these walls because there's quite a few and it might take a while. So hang on a second. Let's get all these planned. Okay, there we go. All the walls are done. And now I think we need to get some doors. And I think we're going for orange over here, are we? It looks like we're going for orange doors. So that's okay. So let's then drop in the orange doors. Now, which way are they going? I'm not entirely sure which way they're going to be opening and closing. I kind of want them to be going that way. Hang on a minute. So if that's to the right, if the handle's to the right there, that means the lock is sort of to the left. So it should go like that. So I think that's what we want. I think that might be the right way round, possibly. I'm not entirely sure. It doesn't really matter. There we go. So doors there. And we need to put a door to our little sort of service room down here type thing. So if we put that just there, that is absolutely fine. Okay, so they should be able to go and work on that. Now we do need to put flooring in. Over there and over here. The only thing is the flooring is very, very expensive. And as you can see, we are burning through our money quite quickly. It just cost almost $6,000 to get those walls in, let alone all the stuff that needs to go into these things to make them cells. So I think for now, we might have to hold off on the floors. That could possibly be a later addition. I mean, we need floors up there as well. These cells are not as lovely as they could be, which yeah, I feel a bit sorry for the people who are up there when these people down here are going, yeah, look at our cells with floors. Yeah, just showing off. So I think we do need to look at getting that done at some point. It'd be quite nice. But here we go. So we've got that in. So now whilst they're doing that, let's move time on a little bit. Let's maybe look at getting in all of the... If we put the beds in, actually, hang on a second. Hang on. If we put the beds in... where are they? So comfy beds, lovely comfy beds. So let's put one in that corner. And what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to think of where the heating could go. So if we run the heating just straight down, if we put the radiators, hang on, here's a plan. If we go to utilities and then we get ourselves a radiator and we just put the radiator in the same place in each cell, that will make life significantly easier. There we go. In the common room, it might have to go in a slightly different place and in that place just there, but that's fine. And then we want a boiler down here. So we want a water boiler down here. And then we want to make sure that that is all connected to the hot water network. So if we just put the boiler, I mean, do you want to put it there? Just pop that in the corner. That's absolutely fine. That's going to need to be plugged in. So if we run that down like that, that should be plugged in. And then, yes, it needs water. Of course it does. So here we go, a large pipe. So the water's coming that way. So I think, can we bring the water sort of down like that? And then, I mean, can it just go like that? That makes it nice and simple. Just run that into there like that. That should connect the boiler up, which is good. And then, yeah, then we can get in the hot water pipes. We're down to 5,000 money already. Oh dear. Okay, right, this is a bit of a problem, isn't it? We might need to take out a grant to help us finish this. Hang on a second, hang on, let's look at the grants. What could we have? What could we have? I mean, the reoffending rate thing is very good. Reduce the reoffending rate to 30%. If we manage to do that, it gives us 40,000 money. So that'll keep us going for ages. The only thing is, Oh, where was it? Was it policy? Reform, there we go. It's at 39%, so that has actually crept up a little bit. That's crept up ever so slightly. If you lot could just behave, that'd be amazing. Or is it you? Is it you? Is that the problem? Estimated reoffending chance, 91%. You're the one who's skewing the numbers. If you went away maximum security person, then everything would be fine. We'd be under 30%. It'd be amazing. Hang on. Let's have a look at you. What are you in for? You're in for taking somebody else's food from the work fridge. I mean, it's a crime that needs to be, you need to be in prison for. You served 3.9 years of your 5 years. I wonder if you might be up for parole at some point. That could be quite handy if you were. Okay, right now we might have to leave things, but here we go. They can at least start working on all this, and the door is automated as well, which is handy. That door is also going to need to be automated. But I think, hang on. I think we'll put that in because I'll forget that otherwise. Hang on a second. So, door servo. Oh no, which way round is the door? I've forgotten which way round the door is on this side. Hang on. Oh, there you go. You can see it there. There's the lock. So it should slide this way. It should kind of go that way. So if we then make sure that that door servo is like that, and then we can plug it in like that, that should be fine. And then that door can be automated. Okay, right, wonderful. At least we've got that little bit done there. Okay, move time on nice and fast. Now, another thing we are going to do, actually, hang on. Slow time right down again. When I said about time going fast, no. Slow it back down. We're going to adjust the regime ever so slightly, because a few people in the comments on the previous video did point out that the common room isn't being used. We looked at this last time and I went, I can't recall anybody ever using the common room. And quite a few people who are, I assume, much more experienced at Prison Architect than I, said, yeah, the problem is that you've got work and free time. So if there is work to do, they will always go and do the work. And then if the work is not there, then they'll go and enjoy some free time. But I assume, because we don't have that many people in the prison, that, yeah, they're all going to do work stuff. So they don't have any free time, which is a bit of a shame. So I think what we do is we have a morning of work. We don't have that work and free time slot there. So I think that's what we do. So hang on a minute. So let's have work. I mean, it's work, free time, whatever. That'll do. Work, lockup, work, free time, whatever. So if you're working, go and do some work. If there is work to do. If not, you do have some free time. But I think because our prisoner numbers are so low, they're all going to be working. And then here in the evening, I think we have possibly, do we push their bedtime back a bit? How many hours sleep do they have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is a lovely amount of sleep. And this is the loveliest prison. 8 hours is what you're supposed to have. I think maybe we might need to leave that. Do we give them an hour less to eat at lunchtime? Or an hour less to eat at breakfast, possibly? So just make them eat really quickly at breakfast. And they get out and do some stuff. I just think that, 7 hours of sort of, work or free time is okay. But I could do with pushing up to 8. The only thing is I can't see what we can sacrifice. They spend 6 hours a day eating. Possibly we drop that down to 5 hours. And then we sort of shuffle everything around a bit. Okay, hang on a second. Hang on. How about for breakfast, they have a very, very quick sort of turnaround. Although, if you're all the way down here in this cell, can you get over there quickly? Or over there, can you get in and grab food and eat it in an hour's time? I would like to think so. The prison isn't that big. It's not like it's a vast, complicated maze. It's, you go outside and then you go into the canteen bit. I think maybe for breakfast, we give them 1 hour. So they wake up at 6, they have a quick shower and they enjoy their cells. And then they go and have a very quick breakfast. So 7 through to 8 o'clock is breakfast. And then we kind of just stagger all of this stuff. So how about we have that, and that won't sort of work on that side, but there we go. So they're going to have work and free time from 8. So 8 o'clock you start doing stuff, and then we'll make eat a bit like that. And then yard can go a bit earlier. So like that. There we go. And then, that sort of changed somehow. Okay, that's fine. And then what we'll do is we'll have a couple of hours of work in the afternoon like that. And then we'll have free time like that. Everyone can have free time between 6 and 7. Then you can go and eat your meal in the evening, and then you can go to bed. Okay, I think that's fine. I think that should be okay. That should be okay. We'll see if that works properly. I don't know. We'll have to have a look. Look, there are people in the shop. Or there were people in the shop. during the eat time, but okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's good news. We like it when there are people in the shop, and all of the boxes that have been lying around in the shop have finally been unpacked, which is very good. Okay, splendid stuff. Right, how are they doing down here? They've got some of the stuff in. Work is slower than I was expecting, if I'm completely honest, but there we go. Do you know what? Just put time on nice and quick. Let's make sure that our changes do actually work. Let's have a little look. So 2 o'clock is now yard, so they can all run out into the yard, and that's fine. Somebody said the yard wasn't fully zoned. I think it is, because these are going to be walls. These are going to be walls just here, so it's kind of, it's zoned out inside of these kind of planned wall areas. I'm pretty sure it goes all the way to there, but whatever the case, there we go. So they're in the yard. Who's that? Holt is just running around and around in circles. Oh, good job, Holt. That's wonderful. Well done. Oh, I don't know what that is. Something has happened there. What's that? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. You've got a swirly thing over your head. What is that? Paul joins. Hello, Paul. You're in for... Oh, my goodness me. You've got a huge rap sheet. Okay. So you've served time for spoiling the end of a movie, taking up too much room on public transport, excessive meme posting. Oh, you monster. Spoiling the end of a movie, saying lol. Yeah, indeed. You don't say lol out loud. But you're in here for taking up too much room on public transport again. Theft of tea... 10 years. Oh, you got away with that one. Lane hogging, 10 years. Yep, that's fair. Playing loud music in a public place, 1 year, but you've served that. And then microwaving cold tea, 3 years. You're a bit of a tea villain going on here, Paul. I'm not liking it. I'm not liking it, Paul. Okay, so you're here for quite some time, Paul. And then we've got Beswick over here. Oh my goodness me. Oh, you're a career tea criminal, it seems. Look at that. So walking really slowly in a shop, you served 11 years for that. I mean, that must have been some speed you were going. Texting whilst walking, kind of, sort of linked to those. 13 years. And then it's all tea and biscuits based. You're a monster, John. You're a monster. So microwaving cold tea, 3 years you've served. Spilling tea, 7 years you've served. And then theft of biscuits, just 1 year. Wow, that's a light sentence. And then 2 counts of microwaving cold tea. Microwaving cold tea. Why would you, John? Why would you do that, John? What's wrong with you? Okay, so you're here for a long time as well. We've got some people in for a very, very long stretch there. That's a couple of very long stays. Oh, hang on. What's going on here? There's flashy things appearing. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that. I'm not entirely sure. Okay. Right, another thing that we do need to look at, a few people again in the comments, and thank you everybody in the comments for sort of, holding my hand as we go through this, because I'm still not entirely sure what I'm doing with Prison Architect. I think that is obvious. Quite a few people have said we need some more staff. So I think let's hire a few more staff people. So a few people said get some more janitors. They're 500 right now. They're only 50 a day. So if we grab just a couple of janitors, somebody said get another gardener. So we've got another gardener. There we go. And I think as well, we need another orderly, because somebody did say you need 2 of them so they can share the load. Because, if one orderly is on break and an orderly is needed, they're not going to come along instantly. They're going to hang around for a bit. So we'll get an orderly as well. How much are you? You're 75 per day. Okay, so our running costs are going up a bit. And apparently we might need some more guards as well. I think for now, let's just grab 2. So that's going to cost us £1,000 up front, and that's 200 money per day. But if we grab just a couple of guards, just to help things along a little bit, so we're down to 5,000 monies, which is not very good at all. That's not very encouraging in any way. But okay, right, fine. Let's run time on nice and fast. Here we go. Let's see if we can get this sorted. Another thing I want to do down here as well, in the new common room down here, I might get some phones in there. Or do we put phones into each cell? Because a few people have said they've got so many contraband phones because there aren't enough regular phones for them to use. There's 4 along there, and I think that's kind of it. Hang on, when do they go to their... Oh, I didn't check if they use this room. I kind of missed that chance. Oh, now it's eat time, and then they're going to go again, aren't they? Hang on a minute. Then it's eat, and then it's bed. Okay, that's unfortunate, but never mind. Look at that, though. It looks like by... I know, some of them are still eating. I was thinking it looks like by sort of 9 o'clock they've all finished. But no, they are still eating. It's okay. Some of them are quicker eaters than others. Stacey is stood on the table. Just sort of flinging his arms round. Are you doing some punching? Could you stop that? Apparently you're calm. I mean, I don't think you're that calm. I've seen calmer people. Okay, fine. There we go. You're allegedly calm. I'm not going to question it. Right, so move time on a little bit quicker. Now, are we doing this? Again, in the comments, somebody said that you need to have this sort of skill to make the beds sort of learn. Somebody's got to actually go and understand how to make beds. If we go and look at programs, I'm pretty sure that we're doing a carpentry thing. But then is there a thing about beds? Is there specifically a thing about making beds? Reformed Prisoner Consultation. The idea of this program is to change the mindset of the currently incarcerated by having an ex-inmate who is now reformed to speak about their experiences and new life. Oh, that could be quite good. That could be very handy. Yeah, do you know what? Let's start one of those. That's quite good. What is 3 strikes training? Allow inmates to interact with civilians that have no relation to them can be a worry for many. As such, this program teaches which actions are okay and not okay. Okay. Do we need to do that? Conflict resolution. That's quite expensive to do per session, but I think that could be worth doing. And then animal therapy, led by an animal therapist. I mean, these could all help bring down the offending rate. What if we do animal therapy? What could be more lovely than them having an animal come in? They might bring in a little kitten or something. Okay, no, we have to do animal therapy. It's really expensive, but it's really popular. Okay. Oh, no, there's no room. What do you mean no room? Hang on a second. Hang on. What do you mean no room? Led by a reformed prisoner in a meeting room. Hang on, what? What? Hang on. We don't have a meeting room? Is that a generic type of room? I assume it must be. Hang on. Meet. Oh, yeah. A meeting room. Okay. I didn't realise that was a thing. I mean, that's going to be the chapel. That's going to be the library. That's not going to be big enough for a meeting room, is it? It's got to be at least 5 by 5. Botherations. Okay. I mean, at some point we are going to need to rejig this bit over here, I feel, to accommodate the... we want to get a bakery and such like over there, don't we? So then we might need to kind of rejig this bit over here. Where could we put a meeting room? Where would one of those go quite nicely? Unless we put that next to the shop, possibly. But then the shop's not going to look out of the window at anything nice, and that would be sad. But I think it could fit quite nicely over here. We could put it there, I suppose. I can't see anywhere else where it's going to go. Space is relatively tight here at the Loveliest Prison on account of the islandiness of it all. Yeah, we can't have it over here, because that means the prisoners have got to go out of the sort of secure area and they could then just make a break for it and swim away or whatever. It's not going to fit up there. It's not going to go up there because we need a chapel and a library up there. The only thing I can think of is we either repurpose a cell, which I don't want to do, or we kind of expand this a little bit so the shop isn't out on its own. It doesn't have its lovely kind of garden around it. Although this bit here is going to be lovely. This is going to be sort of for farming, and there's going to be a nice kind of outside bit there. So maybe we put it up here. Maybe we build ourselves a nice little meeting room along here. Hang on a second. Let's go to planning. So if we change this around a little bit, what could we have? Hang on a second. Hang on. Remove that planning, because we don't need that anymore. Away with that. Because, yeah, if we draw that across there like that, so if we say, yeah, that's an inside bit, that's fine. Clear that, clear that, clear that. Get rid of this as well. Put by. If we do that, there's a lot of space up there now. I mean, could that be put into different rooms? Possibly. I mean, that carries on like that. That's okay. And then, yeah, if we then built a room here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's perfect. That is perfect. That's another, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so that's 2 8 by 5 rooms that we could have. So one of these could be the meeting room. But then what do we do with all this space here? There's now a great big load of space there that's going to be inside, because it's going to be part of our interior corridor thing, but it's not going to be doing anything unless we sort of build something like that, possibly. I mean, what can be that big? I don't know. I mean, the library can't be that big to start with, because the library has to be a little bit bigger. So who knows what that could be? I don't know, but there we go. We'll try and work that in, shall we? Yeah, I kind of feel like that's what we should do. We need a meeting room to try and bring down our reoffending rate, to then take that grant to give us a huge big pile of money, which would be wonderful. That would possibly save us from bankruptcy. So the only thing is, can we afford right now to just get a very simple concrete thing? It's very expensive. It's very costly. It does require an entrance. That's fine. We can cope with that. Okay, so we're down to £4,000. We are going to need a door. Can we afford a door? Here we go. Let's have a look. What door shall we have to our meeting room? It's got to be the Saloon Doors. The Saloon Doors are wonderful. So I think that's the middle, isn't it? Just about. 3 on that side, 3 on that side. Yeah, okay. So put Saloon Doors there. That should be okay. So I'm thinking about it. Hang on a second. The interior corridor thing. If we want the shop to be able to be... Oh no, we want the shop to have an outside bit. But if everyone's sort of hiding inside because we've told them to due to some sort of, weather calamity going on, people can't get to the shop or they can't get out of the shop. I know, because there's going to be a door there and a door there. So people can get in and out of the shop if they need to. That's fine. I think it might be worth then as well getting a door to the side here so people can get out of the meeting room if they want to, because this is going to be open. This is going to be nice and open for people. But yeah, let's get a door to the side as well. Let's just have it's a bamboo door again. Just the old bamboo. Put a bit of bamboo just there. There we go. Wonderful. Right. That's going to take ages to get done. We're running low on cash. I did notice that. Accountant person. It's fine. We shall sort that in due course. Right. That's done. So hang on a second. Hang on. The door servo is in. We need to connect it to the magical door thingamajigger. So let's connect that up all the way down there. A few people in the comments have said that we need another one of these. I think... Hang on a second. Hang on. Go to Objects. Go to Door. Door Control System. So how many can it do? How many can it operate? Does it say how many it can work? You can connect this to as many servos as you wish. However, the guard operating system can open a maximum of 2 doors per second. Now, a few people in the comments have said, yeah, you need to get another one of those in. 2 doors per second is 120 doors every minute. I think... Oh, hang on, come out of that. I think we should be okay. I think the guard should be able to operate 120 automatic doors every minute. I don't think that should be a problem for them. So, yeah, I don't think we need to get another one of those quite yet. I think it should be fine. We might need some lights down here, folks. Hang on a second. A little bit of a lighting issue going on. Okay, light there and a light there and a light there and possibly a light just there. There we go. Let's just install some lights, please. They might be quite helpful. Oh, they've taken down one of the walls in the shop. I thought we had to build it so it was over the existing wall, but no, they've kind of knocked that down. Oh, okay, that's not what we wanted at all. Oh, that's a bit of a bother, isn't it? Hang on a second. Concrete wall, because, yeah, we wanted it to be sort of a lovely concrete wall that we then apply the sort of cushioned wall covering to. That's a bit unfortunate, isn't it? I wonder if we got the money back from that. I do not know. I mean, at least that room is in. It looks very drab. It looks very boring. Okay, so if they get that sorted, that's going to be quite nice. So they put those walls in, move all the sort of rubbish stuff out of the way. Okay, this is going to be... Oh, this is going to be so expensive. That's another 1,000. That's another 300. That are the costs. The costs are mounting. My goodness me. Okay, hang on a minute. And then we're getting some more people in. We're going to get 3,000. We're getting another criminally insane person. I think I might have to turn that off. Hang on. How many of those are we going to have? Up to 4. Can we stop accepting criminally insane people, please? We need to clear them down. I don't want more of them. Hang on a minute. Intake. Closed. No, 0. Closed. There we go. We'll have minimum security. We'll have medium security. We don't want any more criminally insane people, please. We need to get rid of them rather than keep acquiring them. It will pay us a nice amount of money, though, which is handy. Okay, and then we can get a meeting room set up in there, which is wonderful. Okay, so we need a few bits and bobs. Wow. Look at Builder Squad running in there. We need a swivel chair. And that is it, apparently. Just the one chair required. Okay. Seems a bit minimal, but right you are. Right there, all the way at the bottom. Right, swivelly chair. I mean, who's in the swivelly chair? Do we need it in the middle or at the side or what? I don't really know. Let's put it over there. No, let's put it here, look. If we put this, hang on, put a swivelly chair there and a swivelly chair there. That means that more people can join in the meetings, I imagine. That must be how that works. Right, let's keep an eye on the schedule as well today. So work and free time, or programs and free time today. So hopefully people should be doing stuff. Yeah, nobody's doing the carpentry thing. They're doing a bit of work on this. They're doing... Yeah, they're working. They're operating the saw. And you're on the reform program, which is good. So you're hopefully going to be a little bit more reformed, which is wonderful. When are you going to go away? Clear off you. You're making the stats look terrible. How are the reform stats? 47% now. Ah, this is awful. They are flying back up. Oh, we need to get rid of some of these people. Okay. So there we go. Now you're working in there, which is good. But is anybody doing the carpentry thing? Because we have got this grant open to make a load of beds. And it's kind of not really working. Carpentry apprenticeship is on. It's happening right now. But what are you doing? You're on the reform program, it says. But is that what that means? I don't know. I'm not entirely sure if that's what that means. You're certainly teaching something. The foreman is teaching something. Hang on. Does it have to be there? A foreman in a workshop. Each participant requires a carpenter table. So there is a carpenter. Hang on. Is Ainsley moving to the carpenter table? Ainsley is not moving to the carpenter table. I'm not into... hang on. Hang on. Are you coming in? So, Boya. You're coming in. Right. You're doing some carpentry. Okay, so the person over here is going to teach you how to use the carpentry thing. And then hopefully you can make some beds with this eventually. So yeah, hang on. If we click on... That's a light. I want to click on the prisoner, please. You're on reform program as well. Okay, but you are learning... I assume that's what you're doing. You're learning. Concentration is terrible. Understanding is adequate. Okay. Brilliant. This is wonderful. This is going to work so well. Okay, never mind. Right, just listen up, Boya. And yeah, try and make some beds or whatever. At least try and understand how this kind of complicated bench-looking thing works. Okay, so now animal therapy and reformed prisoner consultation are unscheduled. So it doesn't say no room. It now just says unscheduled. What if I press stop on both of those? If I just say stop and stop on that, then go and find animal therapy again. Because that's what we want to do, because it sounds wonderful. Okay, so animal therapy, yes, please. There we go. It's kind of kicked back in and it's found a time slot. So 8 till 10 in the meeting room is animal therapy. I mean, alcoholic group therapy, that's relatively expensive. Hang on, we want to do the other one, don't we? I mean, we do want to do flower therapy eventually. That's going to be amazing. What was it? There we go. Reformed prisoner consultation. Let's have that as well. And hopefully they can put that. Yeah, so 8 till 10 is playing with adorable animals, like little fluffy kittens and guinea pigs and cute things. And then 10 till 12 is chatting to a reformed prisoner. Okay, that's good. The only thing is, I think possibly, let's get just a couple more seats in there. Let's get ourselves another couple of swivel chairs, just so we can have some more people kind of joining in here. I think we'll put the swivel chairs next to each other. That's absolutely fine. We'll get 3 more in because they're relatively expensive. So there we go. And hopefully the person can stand at the front. When we get a bit more money in, we'll make that room slightly lovelier, because right now it is a bit of a bland looking room. So we'll try and make it a bit nicer. But yeah, for now that will have to do, I think. Holt is just asleep outside in the rain. Okay, Holt, that's fine. You do you. That's good. And yeah, they're working on this finally. Okay, so the chairs are coming in. I do want to see this in the morning. I do want to check on the animal therapy thing, because yeah, by all rights they should bring in an animal. There should be a little animal in here that we can all look at and go, right, all that kind of stuff. So there we go. That's going to be good. I did notice as well, over here, yeah, general education qualification, unscheduled. Hang on, stop that. And then general education, whatever it was, hang on there. Start that then, please. So where is that? Why does it say unscheduled? Well, schedule it then. Why can't that be planned? Prison architect, come on now. Led by a teacher in a classroom, and it's 3 hours long. Oh, I wonder if it's 3 hours long and we have the foundation program going on. That's 3 hours long. I don't think that can fit. Okay, yeah, that's a bit of a problem. They can't fit in the classroom. Do we split the classroom up into 2 smaller classrooms and have a big one and a smaller one possibly? That might be worth doing, because then we just need to move things around and invest in a fancy desk and a swivel chair. Everything else is kind of in. And then we can have 2 classrooms, one doing this one, the general education qualification, and one doing the foundation education program. That might make a bit more sense, actually. So yeah, we split those up into 2 classrooms. Just trying to get that reoffending rate down. Just trying to see if we can bring that down. 44% now. But yeah, that will tumble when you go. I mean, if we get rid of the top 3 offenders, that'd be wonderful. Oh, you're 85%. An 85% chance of reoffending. That is appalling stuff. Okay, never mind. Okay, yeah, let's maybe work on sorting this out over here then. Because yeah, I do think we need to move this around. So if we just kind of rejig this a bit. Hang on. Planning tool. Lovely planning tool. Okay, so how big is that? So that is 14 squares. So if we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then a wall across like that, that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's going to be slightly smaller. We can't have them exactly the same, but that's okay. So if we put a wall in like that, what we're going to need to do is come out of that. We're going to need to move these up a bit. So if we put, say, those like that, there we go. Like, just push them up. You can be right next to the teacher's table. There we go. So just shove all these up like that, and then we can get that wall in, and then we can. I mean, that shouldn't be that difficult actually. We can just put a desk and a swivel chair in over here, and that should be okay. And then that can just be split up into 2 classrooms. I think, yeah, let's let them move these things around first. That shouldn't take that long. You've literally got to... But why do you need screwdrivers? Just push them forwards. Anyone could have done that. Right, okay. And then we need a door and a bit of flooring as well, so we can get into this one. So how about we have... What have they got? Saloon Doors. Of course it's Saloon Doors. Let's get, walls and those doors and Saloon Doors. Pop them just there, which is good, and run time on nice and quick. In fact, object-wise, let's go down here, because the desk, the fancy desk, is... Oh, no. Oh, they don't fit properly. Bother. Okay, hang on a second. Hang on. We need to bring them back a bit. Move back ever so slightly, please. There we go. So push them like that. Right. Let them work this stuff out. We're going to need flooring to go under there, but that is the... fancy fire-resistant laminate flooring. So we'll try and drop those in when they've put the door in. So there we go. So put those in like that. And they're already on that. Wow. That was super quick flooring work. Well done. Can we move the garbage bag, please? Thank you. Right. Okay. So now objects. This is the best way to run a prison. It's fine. Right. And then a desk like that. And a swivelly chair like that, which is wonderful. And then when that's in, we're then going to change these into 2 individual classrooms and get more learning going on for the good of education. But yeah, we need these in first, or else it's not going to work. Okay, and now we go to rooms, we go to for classroom, we clear that bit out, and hang on a minute, there we go, 2 individual classrooms. And that very, very dapper looking psychiatrist there looks exhausted. Why are you going this way, psychiatrist? You've got doors to go round that way. I gave you a little fancy kind of access corridor. Why are you going the long way round? Okay, never mind. And then we've got the oriental walls just to kind of split things up a bit, because we might as well kind of break things up. There we go. And then we've got 2 classrooms. So now on programs, can we start a general... Hang on, stop that one. So we have ourselves a general education foundation, whatever it is, general education qualification going on 8 till 11, and a foundation one going 8 till 11. Okay, there we go. We've made things a little bit more efficient around here, everybody. If you can believe that. Have we just added some sort of efficiency in? I don't know. We did just make over 1,000 money off exporting power, which is very, very good. And if we get that one final bit of wall done, splendid. 2 classrooms. I mean, that one's a little bit bigger. That's fine. But you know what? It's good. It's good. Now we can do twice the amount of learning and hopefully bring that reoffending rate down. Okay, it's about 7:30 in the morning. All eyes are on the meeting room because apparently at 8 o'clock we should see an animal coming in. Oh, there it is. There it is. Therapy animal container. There is an animal therapist. There's the dog. Oh, it's a little spotty dog. Good boy. Well done, you. Okay, so Jagger, Mac Jagger. Mac Jagger has got moves like Jagger because he can't help but, doing anything otherwise. There he is. He's having a fun time with a dog, which is splendid stuff. The reform program, his concentration is terrible, but his understanding is good. So he understands the dog, but can't concentrate on the dog. I don't know. But whatever the case, there we go. You've got yourself a little dog friend. Every morning they're going to come in. I wonder if it's a different animal each day. I do not know. I'm a bit disappointed it's only one person. But okay, so this will complete this. I think maybe the dog has made some mess upon the ground, maybe. That's a little bit unfortunate. But okay. And then we now have a prisoner, sort of reformed prisoner thing. Okay, so that is the reformed prisoner. Oh, yes. Look at that. They've got the broadest of all the shoulders. Wow. So now they're having a chat with Porter, and Porter has excellent concentration and adequate understanding. Well done. So hopefully this is going to affect you as well. They kind of seem to have a shouty thing going on. Ah, right, the foreman. This heat has made the doors expand. We must get the workers to cool them down if we are to be able to use them. How do we cool things down? There's currently a hot spell going on. How do I cool down the doors? I don't know how to do that. Do we need to tell people to stay indoors? Right, stay indoors, everybody. Stay indoors. Oh, no. We haven't got the interior kind of corridor thing set up yet. Yeah, some of the doors have expanded to the point where they can't be used. To do cool down door. Okay, so that is a job that seems to have been assigned to people. Hang on a minute. Jobs. Have we got cool down doors? Yeah, a couple of cool down doors things. The only thing is, if they're all stuck inside, can they cool down the doors? I don't know. I don't know who needs to do that job. Do you know what? It is a hot spell. I think possibly we do need people inside. You, get inside, prisoner. Get inside, Ian. There you go. You've gone to get a nice refreshing drink from the drinks machine. Well done. That is a good call because, it's warm out there. And can you please... you can't get to your cells. I know. It's okay. Everything will be sorted soon when it doesn't be, when it's not quite as warm. And again, this does demonstrate why we need the internal sort of corridor thing going on. The only thing is, as we've seen, it will be very, very expensive. It'll be so expensive to get all that stuff set up. I mean, that cost many, many thousands of dollars just to get the kind of concrete base in, just to get the foundations in. To do all of that across there and down there and through there and up here and along here and round here, that's going to be a huge pile of money. I mean, if we could complete this, if we could get 40 grand for that, that'd be amazing. We did just get given 10 grand for a calamity reward, which is nice, I suppose. Okay, 10 grand. Very good. Okay, I think we immediately invest that into this cell block here so we can get more prisoners in to make things more effective. So hang on a second, hang on. Objects, comfy beds. Okay, so let's get some beds in. Put a bed there. The bed can go there for that one next to the radiator. That one can go in, I don't know, that corner like that. Your one can go like that. Your one can go like that. And then that's a common area. And that is solitary. That does not need a bed. Okay, right, wonderful. Why does it not have water? Okay, it should have water. There's a massive water pipe sticking into it. Why doesn't it have water? That one has water. Does it have to go in a certain way? No, it's broken there. It's broken there. Because I can't get... Oh, botherations. Okay. Hang on a minute. A bit of a bodge. It's fine. We'll bodge this little bit over here. Right, so if the beds are going in, that's good. Then we need to get the hot water pipe set up. So this should be nice and simple. If we drag that down there, and that down there, that covers those radiators. Then we just bring that across like that, make a little kind of loop networky thing, and that can just go straight up there and hopefully help with everything else. But then if we do just bring that across like that, just try and connect these up as best we can. And I know this is relatively expensive, but there we go. So that should hopefully sort out the hot water for our cells. They've then got the comfy beds in, which is very good. Oh, hang on a minute. There was a knife. Oh, no, there's some pills. Oh, dear. Okay, right, hang on a minute. Do we need to do another shakedown? What's the current danger level? 7 prisoners say they are well treated. 1 is shackled in their cells. No, they seem to be okay. They're okay. Staff morale is high. Prisoners are well fed. Okay, so I think when all of the sort of pipe work is in, when we've got all this sorted and all of the radiators are switched on and they are making heat, because currently it's gone very chilly, I think what we'll do is we'll do another shakedown. It's been, maybe, I can't remember when we did the last one, but maybe 5 days since the last one. So they could have picked up all sorts of things, all sorts of other exciting kitchen utensils. So here we go, and look at that. It's all connected up. And if we go to utilities, yes, The hot water is running through beautifully. Okay, that is very good. I think now, sorry everybody. Oh no, maybe not at 12:30 at night. That's not the right time to do a shakedown. That would result in badness. Let's get these cells set up in a very basic way. Let's just get the sort of the water bit set up. So the shower heads and the toilets and everything else. Let's get that in. So what we need to do is just run a small, we might need a big pipe actually. We might need a big pipe running through the middle, kind of like that, to connect up to that one. And then the small pipes can just run off that, possibly. Yeah, so it's going to have to be sort of like that and like that. This is a bit weird, isn't it? But okay, that'll do. It's fine. Like that and like that. At least these aren't really expensive. At least they're not super costly. And then that is... the toilet for the solitary is going to be in there, isn't it? So if we run that across like that, that should be fine. There we go. So that should be okay because it connects to that setup over there, I think, possibly. Okay, do you know what? We'll give that a go. And then we need to put the toilets in because we need to get these set up as cells. However, money is looking very good. Money's looking okay right now. I'm very happy with that. We have got a couple of spare toilets, which is always handy. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A few people have, by the way, pointed out that there is some sort of cloning tool type thing, but we want to make things look a little bit different, which is why the beds are in different places and all that kind of stuff. Some stuff we can't really do too much with, but I think, yeah, that's... I quite like the fact that we have got them a little bit different. And then, hang on, where's the drains? The drains are going in those bits. So drain, 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 drain. And then shower heads, because they need to have showers as well. There we go. So that should be everything set up to make those valid cells. So as soon as they're in, that's fine. What we're going to do is we'll sort of designate these as cells, zone them all out, and it will be wonderful. But right now, they just need to do a load of work, get all the pipe work in, do all the kind of, the admin, if you like, and then eventually we can have 6 new prisoners, which will hopefully help things along considerably around the place. Hang on a minute, why is that door not working? Have we not connected that up to the magic door opening thingamajigger? It looks like we have. It looks like we have. Is there a guard over there at the magic door opening thingamajigger? No, there's not. No, there's no guard. So there's nobody to jab the buttons to open the doors remotely. Okay, no, that's fine. Somebody did come along and help eventually. And yeah, I think this is all done. Oh no, hang on. You're bringing in the final shower head by the look of it, but you do need a guard over here to help you out. But I think that's it. I think that is it. So again, they're going to be fairly bland cells right now. We do need to make everything look a little bit nicer. But I think, yeah, what we need to do is let's designate all of those as cells. That can be a common area. Let's get that done as well, actually. So common room. There we go. So put that in like that. And then we want to get solitary over there. Okay, yeah, so it's going to be all of that like that, including... oh, yeah, this hasn't got a toilet in quite yet, has it? Okay, no, that's fine. We'll sort that out. We'll put the loo in over there. And then it's just a cell. So if we just go like that, it designates it all out. Yes, perfect. Okay, so now... when we move time on, it should get rid of these nagging things here. It should acknowledge that there is a bed and a toilet and it's enclosed and all that kind of stuff. If we just move time on, there we go. We can now have up to 23 prisoners, the heady heights of 23. Okay, right, so solitary does look a little bit kind of glum right now. How about we do... where's the utilities? Yeah, they go straight through. They go straight through the middle. So how about we have, yeah, like a shower, toilet sort of combo thing along here? That would make sense, wouldn't it? Let's get that in. So the drain, there is a window. There's a window just there. Yes, of course. I remember what we were supposed to do and I completely forgot. And somebody did very correctly point this out in the comments. I think it's too late now. The original plan, which I entirely, utterly, absolutely forgot about, was to have a little tiny gap. Wasn't it? A little very thin gap all the way down here. So the windows over here, the stained glass windows in these cells, looked out over the outside and we were just going to fill it with plants, just make it look nice. And then that would kind of increase their cell quality. But yeah, now we don't have an outside because we built a cell block next door. I mean, do we take out the stained glass windows? Do we take them out? That could make us a bit of money because at the moment, that solitary toilet has a window to look at another solitary toilet over there, which is a bit weird. I think maybe let's get rid of those. That was unfortunate that I forgot, but I think, yeah, we might have been a bit squished for space otherwise. So if we take out those, Dismantle those. Those ones on that side are fine. So these cells are slightly fancier. That one there is a bit pointless, isn't it? Because that's looking over a door opening and closing. So we'll dismantle that one there as well. Okay, that might save us a little tiny bit of money. Possibly. We could recoup a bit of cost. Yeah, okay, right. Back down to this solitary thing down here. Let's get a drain like that and shower head. And then the toilet can go... It can go next to it. It's fine because there is a pipe for water going across that anyway. So that should be sorted. Okay, that's very good. Hang on a second. Hang on. We need to check if it's a different animal in the meeting room. Why is there nobody in the meeting room? Hang on a minute. Hang on. Why is that not happening? Did that stop? Did that stop? Where is that? Behavioural therapy is happening over there with Lie. Okay, that's good. Parole hearings are going on. Psychiatric consultations. Animal therapy 9 till 10. Hang on a minute. It's only 9:30. Where is the animal? Oh, this is very disappointing. Okay, right. That's not entirely gone according to plan. Never mind. Are we going to get another big-shouldered prisoner person coming in for the reform program session thing? Yeah, it looks like it. Hang on. Where did that... Was that them? I don't know. This isn't working at all. Why is nobody coming in? Oh, hang on. Here comes the foreman. Due to some logistics error, we are receiving extra supplies. Again, that's a good amount of logistics errors. Am I in charge of the logistics? That would explain why they go wrong quite so often. Okay, look at that. The cells are all set up. They've got their prisoner uniforms on their beds. Do you know what we do need? Do you know what we absolutely 100% need? We need the lovely soft pillows. Of course we do. Soft pillows for everybody. Hang on a second. Here we go. Soft pillow and a soft pillow. Oh, they haven't got soft pillows either. Oh, no, that's not good enough at all. Right, hang on. What? Surely they've got a soft pillow. Hang on. That's a soft pillow, isn't it? They've already got one. Why can I replace them? It's outrageous. Right, they haven't got soft pillows. Has anybody up here got soft pillows? Oh, that's a shocker. Sorry, people over here. That's unforgivable. Sorry. Pillow. Soft pillows. Absolutely. One for you. One for you. One for you. One for you. And do you know what? Even though you're in padded cells, you can have soft pillows as well. You know, it's like leaning against the wall. It's fine. Lovely and soft and comfy. I think as these soft pillows are being delivered, I think we need to increase the loveliness of each cell. I think it's been long overdue. What can we add? What can we add to every single cell to make it a bit lovelier? I mean, I do think a pet bird. I think a pet bird is a very lovely thing to have in every single cell. How much is the pet bird? If we put pet bird... They are 150 each. I think we can afford that. I think that's fine. Everybody, you're getting pet birds. So they've got one, they've got one. In fact, everyone over here's got one, which is good. So how about over here? So that cell, the bird can be right at the end of your bed. And there and there. That one, the bird can be down in that corner. That one, it can be just there. That one, it can be over in that corner. And do you know what? We'll put them in the padded cells as well, because that might be quite nice. They might like a little bit of company. Put that one there. And then all the way over here in this one. So padded cell there. We'll put it in the same place on those padded cells. That one can go at the end of the bed. That one can be at the end of that bed. That one can be just round the corner. And that one can be just there. There we go. Lots of lovely little pet birds going on. Improves a cell's grade, which is exactly what we want to do. So we're going to make the cells a little bit lovelier. Bit of an investment on the whole sort of, finance side of things. But yeah, this is the loveliest prison, and we want everything to be very lovely for our prisoners. So there we go. You've all got a pet bird now, which is wonderful. Oh, look at that. In just under 8 hours' time, we're going to get 7 new prisoners. 1 minimum security, 6 medium security, and together that's going to bring in 3,300 money, which is very welcome indeed. We're still doing fire safety training. Do we need to do that anymore? Hang on a second. Hang on. Programs. Staff programs. Fire safety. 42 finished, 37 pass. I think we should have enough people around the place to deal with fire issues. I think once that's finished, once this is done, we then stop this. I think we stop doing the fire safety training. There's only one guard at the back anyway who's doing that. So I think as soon as that's done, we cancel that. Okay, wonderful. Right, so stop doing fire safety training, please. I think, there's loads of people that have passed all of these things. Electrician training... How much is that? 250 per session. 5 are in the queue. That's quite popular, as is pest control. I wonder... we've got, 6 people have passed the electrician training. and 20 people have passed pest control. Oh, no, that's fine. Maybe we do get a few more electricians underway, actually. There we go. We'll do that, I think. And first aid. 48 finished, 39 passed. I think we stop that as well. We're going to try and sort of cut costs where we can with regard to these things. So, yeah, okay, that's absolutely fine. Oh, look, there's a little sort of cage with some cheese in there as part of our rat trap training. But okie doke. Right, things are looking very good. What can we do now? Do we add anything else to the cells? Do we add another thing to the cells just to make them a bit nicer? Oh, hang on. That cell doesn't have a bird. That cell hasn't got a bird. Oh, no, that's not right. That can't be right. Hang on a minute. Bird. Pet bird. Yeah, I missed that one out. Sorry. That can go next to the radiator over there. There we go. Wonderful. I mean, can we add something else? What about a little radio? Every cell seems to have a radio. How expensive are they? We put rad. Radios are 100. That's a bargain. That's absolutely fine. Yeah, we can invest in that. That's okay. Yeah, right. So each cell needs to have a radio in. So I think over here, these have all got radios. So again, these are all fine. So let's bring the other ones kind of up to speed. Let's put the radio there for that one. And do you know what? Mirror it like that. That can go, I don't know, the end of the bed like that. That one can go against that wall. That can go in the corner. That can go next to the bird. That one can go next to the radiator. That one can go next to that radiator. Okay, right. So that's all those cells, given some lovely radios. And then we want to go up here. Padded cell. There's much cleaning going on there. Right, padded cell. I mean, is it a good idea to put things into padded cells? It's fine. It's the loveliest prison. We want things to be very lovely indeed. Right, this cell here, you can have a radio just there. You can have a radio tucked away in that corner. You can have a radio just there. And you can have a radio at the end of the bed. Why not? There we go. We're making things lovelier around the place, which is what this whole thing is all about. We want it to be a lovely prison. Now the prisoners can listen to the radio whilst they're in their cells, which is wonderful. And I think all the new people have arrived. Yeah, they've just sort of rocked up at the port here and they're just kind of hanging around. Oh, hang on. Hang on. You look different somehow. You look very different. What's going on with you? Connie Bohow Went. You're medium security. You look different to the other ones. You haven't got a generic kind of portrait thing. No, that's a light. Yeah, you've got like a face. Are you a special person? I mean, theft of biscuits. You served a year for that and 3 years for excessive frowning. And then you're in for 15 years for not changing the toilet roll. Oh my goodness me. 15 years. But yeah, that's interesting. Oh, you've got a face as well. You look different as well. Now, I know in this game there are sort of people, yeah, I think it was when it was early access or whatever, you could pay to be added. I wonder if these people are sort of real people out there that have been added to the game. I mean, you're in for theft of biscuits. Oh, no, you're not in for theft of biscuits. You've done that. Serve your time. Serve your time for public toenail trimming. And now you're in for 7 years for invading public space. Okay. How very intriguing. I mean, where's green? Where's green suited person? Have they gone? Has Lai gone now? No, they're still hanging around. They're currently working. But we do have somebody now learning from a reformed prisoner, which is good. I mean, have you not gone yet? Clearly not. You're still hanging around. Okay, it'd be good if you could leave very soon. Thanks, bye. Oh, apparently there's been a death. Okay, I kind of feel like I should be aware of this. What happened here? Oh no. What's happened? Hang on. Who's injured? Hambly. Hambly. Didn't you just join? You literally just got here and you're injured. Hang on, who's dead? Who's the dead person? It says you're injured. I still think you're alive. I don't know who's dead. No, you're definitely not dead. You're very mobile for a dead person. I'm not entirely sure who is dead. Are they down in the infirmary? I mean, that's not good, is it? That's not good. We open up the prison to a number of lovely new people, and this is how they repay us. I'm not entirely sure who is dead. Yeah, you're being led to your cell. Oh, hang on a minute. We've found all sorts of stuff. Right, it might be time. It might be time to do a bit of a shakedown. When food time is over, I think we need to do another shakedown. But yeah, I'm not entirely sure who's been killed. And why you aren't going to... Hang on, this doesn't make any sense. It says, seriously injured, killed for being a snitch. He's not dead, game. Or is he going to die soon? It wasn't one of our guards that died, I don't think. No, because we're up to 12 guards. There's only 3 available. Why are there only 3 guards available? Okay, I suspect maybe that might be required. Hang on a minute. Guards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's increase our guard numbers a little bit. There we go. Yeah, okay, I don't quite know why. That person is not dead, game. The person is not dead. Rats, although cute, can bring disaster to your prison, so be careful. Have we got rats? Oh, I don't know. I hope we haven't got rats. Why are you going to see your family? You're seriously injured, Hambly. Maybe go to some sort of medical post, right? The janitor. I've just seen a rat. Perhaps we should think about investing in some form of deterrent. Okay. I mean, you've got pest control training. A lot of you have. Where was the rat? I imagine it's around here in the food place. Okay, hang on a minute. Have we got rat traps? Is that what we need to put down? Rat traps. Okay, if staff have passed the pest removal program, they will be able to set up these contraptions and humanely remove any occupants that have been captured. Okay, so where do we put these? I don't know where he saw the rat, which doesn't help. But if we put one there, and then if we put one, just there, that'll do. Let's just put 2 down for now, and we'll see what happens with that. I don't know. Because, yeah, it is saying you've got rats, but I don't know where they are. Oh, no, hang on, there's one there. I swear there was one there just running along. Or was that the janitor? It was along here somewhere. I'm pretty sure there was a rat running along here at some point. Okay, I don't know. And Hambly is not going to get is not going to get treated. You're looking good for a corpse, Hambly. Well done. No, it's just refusing to go and get any kind of treatment whatsoever. There. There's a rat there. Hello, rat. Okay, we need to, we do need to sort that out. Hopefully, the rat will be tempted by the lovely cheese over there and it will go away because we don't want rats, thank you very much, because that is generally bad. Okay, the doctor is now calling crikeys. Okay, the rat problem is now an infestation. If their numbers aren't reduced, it's only a matter of time before they pass on disease to the prisoners. I've seen literally 1 rat. There's 1 rat that I'm aware of. I don't know if that counts as an infestation. But okay. Oh no, there's one there now. There's one there. I mean, we have put a rat trap in the cafeteria sort of area. Do we need to put another one down in there, maybe? In the kitchen itself? That might possibly be a good idea. Hang on a minute. Let's get another couple of rat traps down. So rat trap can go there, please. And there was one over here. So we'll pop a little rat trap over there for now. And one over there, possibly. And one just there. Just to see if that does help at all. But yeah, we've only seen like 1 or 2. I don't think it can be called an infestation quite yet. It's not got that drastic, I don't think. Okay, so 1 rat has been dealt with. Hurrah! Look at that. It's in the trap in the kitchen, which is all very good. The one over here is resisting the cheese. Maybe we're not... Oh no, there we go. It's been got. Okay, so 2 rats down. That is good. The only thing is, I don't know how we detect the other rats. I mean, that's certainly 2 less than there were, which is very good. That one seems to be okay. That rat trap is also free. Yeah, I can't see any other rats. They're not overly easy to spot, but I can't see any kind of really obviously standing there taunting us with their ratishness. Yeah, I think that might be it, hopefully. A terrifying infestation of 2 rats there, but I think that should be okay. We will see. We'll see what happens. Who are all these? Hang on a minute. Hang on. Red. What's your thing? Medium security. Why are you all wearing red? Should you be wearing pink? Is it because you're outside? Is that... Oh yeah, no, it's just that it's the light outside. It's the lovely... It's like golden hour. It makes everything look a bit different. Okay. Hopefully, yeah, we can deal with the rats. Hopefully now we've dealt with these. Hang on, the doctor says, it looks like a few prisoners are suffering from illness due to the presence of rats. We should look at treating the infected, and I recommend a thorough clean, especially kitchens or food preparation areas. There are no more rats. The rats have been dealt with, Game. Why do you taunt us so with rat problems when there aren't any? Okay, so now we've got some ill prisoners due to rats. Okay. I mean, yes, come down to the infirmary, ill prisoners, and get treated for your rat problems. That would be quite helpful if we could do that. That would be very lovely. There's a rat right there in the middle of the yard. How very dare you taunt us. Okay, it lives in the kind of the tyre thingamabob in the middle. Do we just have to put a rat trap down right over here? Because that seems a little bit silly. Okay, hang on a minute. Hang on. Rat trap. Let's get a rat trap. Just put one right there next to that thing and see if that makes a difference. Wow, we just made a huge pile of money. Look at that. Hang on, can we roll over there? $1,000 from a prisoner reform reward. That's very nice. We got some cash flow. We made $1,300 from exporting power. And we made $100 from shop sales commissions. The shop has finally started doing stuff. That is very good. Well done, shop. Very nice indeed. Also, yeah, that rat is there, look. It's taunting us. We can see the rat trap over there. Come on, it's delicious. Look at the cheese. It's so cheesy over there. Oh, look at the amount of it. It's bigger than you. The cheese is bigger than your head, rat. Go on, go on. You know you want a bit of the cheese. Anytime you like. No, no rat droppings. Not in that direction. And now you've gone to hide behind a tree. Oh, botherations. Okay, right, never mind. The rats are proving to be a little bit elusive. Okay, the janitor has called. Congratulations on handling this calamity. Please accept this bonus of $10,000 to keep up the good work. Have we handled the rat calamity? Apparently we have. And now the foreman is on the phone. Good grief. It seems like we've got some faulty wiring. Installing heavy-duty cables would be a good idea, but anyone with proper training can fix them. Okay, has that caused problems with power anywhere around the prison? No, it hasn't. I assume that the rats have gone to eat some wires. I guess that is the problem. Can we see? I mean, who knows where the faulty wiring could be? Who knows? It might be over here. Oh, yeah, just there. It's just there. Hopefully somebody can go and repair those. But yeah, that's not great, is it? I mean, yeah, we could do with upgrading all of these things. We do need to start lagging the pipes over here as well, but that costs money. But we now have 30 grand. $30,000. That's wonderful. Not that long ago, we had a mere 5. And now we're back up to 30, which is splendid stuff. Do you know what I think? For now, we will finish things up. Let's pause time for a second. We'll finish up for the moment. I think things have gone quite well. I'm quite happy that we've got this all set up now. So we've got an extra 6 people. And then hopefully, yeah, look at that. We're down to 2 criminally insane people. So if we then eventually bring that down a bit more, we could turn these padded cells back into regular cells, get 2 more regular prisoners in, which is very handy indeed. Keep those as padded cells, possibly for now. So yeah, we should be able to look at that next time, I think. I'm a little bit confused as to why this isn't going going up. I've just noticed there's a thing there. Rough number of rats in the prison. 10. Really? 10? Are you sure there's that many? There might be some over here, possibly. There might be some in the staff sort of cafeteria bit. There are 10. I haven't seen that many at all. Oh my goodness me. Okay, we'll try and sort that out next time. We know there's one kind of hiding over here somewhere, but that's only one. Okay, we'll see what we can do about that. If we can bring the number of rats down, that would be okay. Yeah, I don't quite know why these aren't going up anymore. Because now we've got some extra prisoners. I would have thought possibly that might be creeping up ever so slightly. But never mind. We'll see what we can do with that. And then, yeah, this carpentry thing is completely baffling. I don't know why that's not going up at all. Has anybody even done anything with that? Hang on a minute. Prisoner programs. Carpentry. So 2 have finished it and nobody passed. Okay, that's possibly the problem there. Nobody's actually passed it, so nobody can make the superior beds on the carpenter table. Okay, can we please have some people who are good at this? Because that grant is sitting there. There's 10 grand just waiting for us right there. Be good if we could get our hands on that. That'd be nice. And yeah, these 2 are slowly but surely going through the foundation education and the general education are, yeah, getting there, I think. But there we go. It's all looking good. It's all looking okay. Things are ticking over very nicely. We've got a meeting room where we can meet dogs and things, which is very exciting. So there we go. I think next time, yeah, we'll come back, just see how we can get on. But we could do with possibly upgrading the cells a little bit more. Maybe these ones over here, we could finally put some flooring in to sort of complete these off as best we can. Not having all of the fancy items in, but I think these are long overdue. A little bit of sort of flooring and such like. So I think next time we use some of our money to sort that out and make these look a little bit better over here in the corner. But yeah, that's for next time. Hopefully you are still enjoying this. If you are, please do leave a like. That would be most marvellous indeed. And also, if you're not already, then please do subscribe to keep up to date with how we get on here next time out in Prison Architect. But for now, thank you very much for joining me in the Geek Cupboard, and I will see you next time.
Move out of the way, friend. I'm going to completely ignore you and do some comment moderating. Kung Fu Croquet.
Maria, you've broken my heart. There you go, some more flowers that I stored on the back of my pants. Lovely. There we go. As you can see, I'm having the wildest of times. Enormous banana mask.